What up, Tube? Welcome back to another daily edition of daily vlogs for Big Al's Barber channel. Today is Friday, March 23rd. It's almost the end of the month, guys. Rent's due. Let's get out there. Let's get this hustle going, man. What I want to do today is I want to discuss kids' haircuts. Who out there hates the dreaded kids' haircuts? You know, not the good kids, not the kids that come in and sit down. You know, there's a lot of them out there, but there's a lot of dreaded, awful kids. Kids that come in and they're crying, and you right off the bat know that it's going to be a hard haircut, you know? I remember when I was first starting up, I dreaded the kids' haircuts, you know? 15 years ago when I first started barbering, I hated, or 16 years, something like that. I hated the kids' haircuts. I would just to avoid them, try to avoid them altogether, you know? And then, you know, then you get the kids' haircut where the mom walks in or the dad walks in and they want a 0 on them. And you know that this kid's not going to sit for a 0, you know? That's the most difficult. That's the hardest part is, you know, you have to satisfy the parent, not the kid. You have to satisfy the parent because the parent's the one that's going to visualize the haircut, what they want to see. And you know, there's people that just, they want things that can't be given to them. That's where you got to step in and you got to tell them, hey, a 0's not going to work. He's not ready for a 0. A kid has to be ready for a 0. You know what I mean? There's some kids that are ready for a 0 at a year. There's some kids that are 10 years old and they're not ready for a 0. You know, they have to be ready for a 0. Remember that. Keep that in mind, first of all. Okay, so a lot of times when you talk about kids' haircuts, you have to talk about the parent, first of all, because, you know, there's different types of parents. There's 2 different types of parents. They're the parents, they're going to sit there and cater to their kid and, oh, are you okay? Oh, are you this? Oh, are you that? Oh, do you want this? Or do you want that? Or there's the other parent. The other parent, the second parent, is a parent that comes in and tells them, sit down, you're getting a haircut. I don't care what you want, I don't care what you think, you're going to get a haircut. And you're going to get the haircut that I want, you know? Tell you the truth, I like the second parent best. Because, you know what, they know what they want, they know what they're going to get, and they're not asking for out of the ordinary. You can't give them a 0, that person more than less is going to say, oh, okay, we'll wait till next time. But the first parent, the parent that caters to his kid, that person is the one that's going to always want the hardest haircut, and at the same time sit there and the kid's whining or the kid's crying or the kid doesn't want this or doesn't want that or he's fidgety and he's moving, he's going to be right there, you know, all babying him, you know, and that makes it harder for the barber. So you got to, as a barber, you have to decipher at the same time, again, what kind of haircut they want and what's the best suited haircut for them, you know, and give them that haircut. Me, personally, I love doing kids. Reason being is that I feel this is a customer-based business, okay? And we're providing a service for customers. And if you provide that great service to a young child, guess what? That child's going to be with you forever. He will follow you until he grows up. And once he grows up and he gets out of high school and he starts having kids, guess what? You got more customers. Your customers expand. So if you treat him good as a kid, he'll grow up to be a young man and he'll at the same time follow you everywhere. I've already seen it. I've been in this business already for 16 years. And in 16 years, I've seen some people grow up, you know. I've seen some kids come in when they were providing their first haircut. And now they're young men. They're sophomores in high school, you know what I mean? I have people that came to me when they were first 10 years old and now they're 26. Now they got a family and they bring their kids to me, you know. Do them young, treat them right young, take care of them young, and guess what? You'll have a customer forever. And it's the truth, you know. Little kids are difficult to do, But once you win them over and get them on your side and let them know that you're there to help them and make them look good, guess what? They're going to enjoy coming to have haircuts. I got little kids that, I have parents that bring their little kids, and the kid's 3 years old and the kid's already asking for haircuts. You know, like, that's how you do. You win them over. Win them over. Be kind to them. Talk to them. You know, you got to lower yourself to their level sometimes. Come in. You know, I have a barber who's really good about that. You know, one of my barbers, Tony, man, he lowers himself to the level of every child. You know, ask him about video games. Ask him what he's into. And guess what? You get them comfortable in your chair, and guess what? They're going to help you out and make your haircut that much easier. Then there's the kids that never get haircuts, you know? I've had kids where, I had this one kid where they brought him in, and I'm not even lying, this little kid looked like Dora the Explorer when they brought him in. They were just cutting his hair across the top, around the sides, and in the back. He looked like he had a little helmet. The kid was already 7, 8 years old, and I guarantee you that kid was getting bullied because of that haircut, you know. And they brought him to me, and I explained to him what we were gonna do, because he, at that point, 7 years old, never got a haircut. Trust me, he did not want to get a haircut. He did not want to get a haircut, but he knew he was going to get it anyway. So, you know, it's another good point. You know, when a child comes in to get a haircut, you know, it has to be done. You know, and there's, you know, sometimes I've had parents walk out, but I try to tell the parent, like, don't walk out. Let me finish this. Let me do this. And the kid needs to learn. They will get accustomed to having their haircut. You know, they will cry first or second time. Some kids don't cry at all. Some kids cry the first 10 times. You know, it just depends on the child, you know. But you got to stick with it and get it done. And I'm not even lying to you guys right now, guys. The best way to do it is do a quick haircut. You know, if you're going to take an hour on a child, he's going to get traumatized. He's not going to want to come back to you. You know, I'm talking 15, 20-minute haircut. Get him in and get him out. You got to get him in, get him out. And there is a system of cutting their hair fast and quick and efficient that looks really, really good. I'm going to teach you guys that in another video, but today we're just talking haircuts. But I am going to teach you that the way I take care of unruly kids and the way I do quick haircuts on young children. And it's involving an Oster, and it's involving doing it quick. Not too much clipper over comb, because, you know, when you have an unruly child that doesn't want to sit in your chair, you can't afford to be doing clipper over comb and trying to blend the sides in perfectly. It's just not going to come out, you know. It's better to get them in, get them out, get them quick, make them happy, so that the next time they come, guess what? They're going to cooperate with you more. Then, as you get a little bit older, then you can go into the clipper over comb and doing the more difficult haircuts. It's starting off. It's a process, guys. It's a process that you have to have. You have to have a game plan when you cut a child's hair. It's just the way it is. If you have no game plan and you just go in there and clipper over combing and trying to blend it in perfectly, it's not going to work that way. You have to go in there quick, get them out of there, off your chair quickly, because a kid is the worst one. I've had haircuts where I'm doing a haircut and the kids continuously asking me, "Are you done? Are you done? Are you done?" Like, I'll tell them, like, I'll let you know when I'm done. Don't worry, I'll let you know. Watch the TV and, you know. All right, guys, I'm going to get inside the shop right now and get on this, and we'll talk about this a little bit more.
Then I fade just like fire. Then I fade just like fire. Amongst me. Then I fade just like fire. Then I fade just like fire. Amongst me. Maybe we're water and this is all so. Though it never happened, it tears us apart. Maybe we're water and this is all so. Though it never happened, it tears us apart. Then I And I say just like a a monster to me. And I say just like a and I say just like a monster to me. Maybe we're water and this is all so. Though it never happened, it tears us apart. Maybe we're water and this is all so. Though it never happened, it tears us apart. Then I say just like a then I say just like a
Bro, you have a good one. Thank you for coming back. You got those one kids that are just fidgety. They don't want to sit still for nothing. They don't want to be there. They don't want a haircut. You know, those little guys, what I do is I try to win them over. You know, lollipops are essential for a barbershop. Try to talk them into giving them lollipops. Tell them you're going to give them more lollipops if they sit still. If they're good, if they sit through the haircut. You got to reward them. You got to make it fun for them. You got to want them to come to the shop. You know, if you're cool with them, they'll be cool with you. And they'll make your job easier. And you got to focus on that part. You know, stay with them, guys. Stay with the kids. The kids are the best. Kids grow up to be young men and adults. Someday they'll have their own kids and you're going to bring them to the shop too. Just remember that. So yesterday I reached one of my first milestones that I was hoping to accomplish, and that was reaching my 100th subscriber. Thank you guys for watching. I'm going to continue to put out my content and give you guys the knowledge that I have about barbering. But you know, it's always helpful if you guys help me out, and you know, if you guys have any questions, you guys, you know, if you guys want to know something, you know, you guys can leave the comment below. Just write it down and I'll answer you guys. You know what was funny was the other day, it was, and I don't know if this gentleman's watching. I'm assuming he's one of my subscribers, but it was funny. He called me at the shop and he called me to ask me a question. And it was funny because he was asking me a question about one of my clippers, about my trimmer, and he's asking where I got it, and I explaining to him that I modified it myself. And I explained to him that there's a lot of videos on there how to do it. I also explained that I want to do one of those videos to show you guys how I modify it, which is very simple. But you know, stuff like that, man, I love it. I love, you know, that's my goal, to be an educator in this business. And so if it can ever help any of you guys ever have any questions, just let me know. Write it down there in the comment and I'll get back to you that same night. I'm always on this. But for now, thank you guys for giving me my 100th subscriber. Right now, I'm already at 104, so we're climbing already. We're on our way to 100K, just like TZ says. I'm gonna come pick up some lunch right now for the boys. The Habit. Bomb place, guys. Also want to take time today and wish a very happy birthday to one of my barbers, Alex. Alex is I'm pretty sure he watched some of my stuff. I don't know if he's gonna see this, but happy birthday. He's 21 today. Big milestone for a young man. You know, he's been working for me for 4 years already. I got him right out of high school. Gave him his first chance when he was still in high school. He used to work weekends with me, and then right after high school, he became my apprentice, and you know, he's already got he's about to get his license, and he's a good guy. He's a very, very hard worker and an excellent barber. Happy birthday, Alex. For a hairdresser, somebody had a yeah, that's right. Or how about when the kids come in and they don't want the top cut? That's one of my little pet peeves. When like, oh, leave the top alone, I want it to grow. Man, you need a haircut. You came for a haircut, let me cut the top. But a lot of times you just gotta leave it alone. That's what they want, give them what they have. Always give them what they want. Well, that's it for today, guys. It's ended pretty good, man. It was overall a super busy day. Tomorrow we're gonna be a little short-handed because birthday boy's taking the day off, so we're only gonna be down 5 barbers tomorrow. So we'll make it work. We always do. That's what happens. This is what it is in the barber game. It was good talking to you guys today about kids. You know, my best advice about kids, guys, is find yourself the easy method of doing kids. Okay, once you figure out your recipe for getting them in there and getting them out fast, giving them a good haircut, talk to them, get them on your side, you know, win them over. Because once you win them over, they're your customers forever, and they're gonna follow you wherever you go. So remember that kids are a key to having a big clientele. Always, you know, if you treat the kids right, you do them nice, you do them good, give them great haircuts, guess what? They're going to be with you for a long time. All right, guys, that's it for today. Thank you for watching another daily edition of Big Al's Barber Channel vlog. We'll see you guys tomorrow. And remember, if you guys have any comments, any questions, below. And subscribe. If you're watching my channel, subscribe. Don't just watch it. Subscribe. Thanks, guys.